Hey basketball players, so today we are going to be talking about the BOSU ball. This is something that you've probably seen in the gym. If you go to a workout gym or a workout area and you see one of these, you're probably like, what in the world is this? And you'll probably just go there and start playing with it. And you're going to be like, well, this is kind of weird. What am I supposed to do on this thing? Well, today that's what we're going to be doing. So what does BOSU ball mean? Well, I think it means both sides up, and basically you can use it on this side or on this side. It has a dual purpose, and when it comes to basketball, we really want to work on our ability to balance, have a very stable body, a lot of core work. But the nice thing about the BOSU ball is it also does work on a lot of your stabilizing muscles in your legs depending on the side that you're on. Now, of course, you can go out and buy one of these. The links are down in the description below. I absolutely love these devices. This is not a sponsored video at all. So let's get down and let's check out what the BOSU ball really does. So this is a beginner tutorial video. However, for basketball players, the first thing I want you to do is to get your feet on each side of the ball. Now, if this is the first time you've ever been on this, you're probably going to be wibbling around like this and you're not going to be able to balance. But what I want you to do is to try to get a nice wide stance and just go back and forth. This is really going to be working on your stabilizing muscles and still working on your legs as well as your hips and your core. You're going to want to tense your core while you're on this, and this is really going to help you become a more balanced player. Once you get side to side for a few minutes, you're now able to be a lot more balanced. You can stay on this thing and have no issues. Now, what I want you to do is now to go forwards and backwards, to roll forwards and backwards. Sometimes it's easier finding an area of the wall to look at and then go back to side. Now, what you're going to be finding is that your feet are going to be working really hard. Your shins are going to be working hard. Your calves are going to be working hard. And of course, your thighs. This is all going to be helping your stabilization. Now, after you've been on this for probably about 5 minutes, you're going to find that when you get off, your legs are going to be still trying to balance and stabilize even though you're on the ground. It's almost like if you get off of a cruise ship and you're like, oh my God, I still have sea legs. Well, yeah, that's what it's going to feel like. So this is just a beginner thing to do. Now, what do you do if you wanted to go a little bit more advanced? Well, a little bit more advanced is still a lot of fun. You can still have it on this side, and then you can balance, get your foot in the middle, and try to balance on one leg. Now, for those who have had knee injuries, this is fantastic. You just want to go slowly. Like myself, I've had two knee surgeries. You want to go nice and slow. You want to try and balance on one foot. And everyone's different. So always try to find your anchor point where you want your foot to be, and then you want to go up and try to balance. And then same thing on the other foot, get up and balance. And then once you're on here for a bit, you can really start balancing. Now, if you're going side to side, that's totally okay. You want to try and fight that and to try to be balanced. Really, really tighten your core, find an area to really focus on, and I guess you could say find your inner zen maybe. But basically, just nice 1 foot balance, and then you're really trying to really focus on one spot. And you're really going to feel your ankles working. If you have a lot of issues with your ankles, rolled ankles, sprained ankles, random ankle pains, this is really going to strengthen those ankles. Now, what you can do, once you start balancing, you can bring that knee up and back down. Bring that knee up and back down. And you can really start learning how to balance on this ball. And it's really not that hard. And then, once you start getting this down, some people believe this is the harder side to go on. That's why I'm showing you this side first. And then once you get the ability to bring your knee up, and it really doesn't take all that long, you want to go and get something like maybe a medicine ball, maybe a 2.5 pound weight, and then same thing. You want to have it, because you're a basketball player, you want to have it in your left hand, left leg up, and you really want to accelerate up. And then the faster you can go up, hold it back down, And then same thing. You want to go, whatever you do on one side, you want to do on the other. Same thing, up, back, down, up, hold it, back, down, up, hold it, back, down. And you really want to start balancing on this. And it does take a few minutes, but eventually you're going to get used to it. Now this next one, you're going to be really laughing because it's only 2.5 pound weights. But what you want to do is to get back onto the BOSU ball, balance on the flat side. And what you want to do with 2.5, maybe even 5 pound weights, start on your side, try to balance, and up to your shoulders, back down, up to your shoulders, back down. You want to go 15, 20, 25 reps. Whatever you do out, you also want to do forward. Now, this doesn't seem like it's all that hard. However, you're engaging your whole body. And that's the idea that I like to use with the BOSU ball, is to engage your whole entire body. Now this next one might be a bit hard for most people, but once you're used to balancing on the ball, and it really shouldn't take all that long, get one dumbbell, not two. You don't want to use two at the same time. You want to really try and balance, really want to try and work on your core. And here, we're going to go up with a bicep curl and back down. Start sideways, go up so that it touches your chest, and back down. You really want to try and balance on this while you're doing this. This takes a lot of work. This is a lot better than a regular bicep curl. And for basketball players, this is really beneficial. And then of course, whatever you do with one hand, you also want to do with the next. Bicep curl, back down, bicep curl, back down. It's a fantastic workout. Now we're going to flip it over and have it so that the airy, bally side is up. And what we're going to do, same thing as what we did on the other side. Knee up, back down. Now this is a much easier side to go on. So what you can actually do is really accelerate up with both legs, both arms. Really try to accelerate up. But what you really want to try and focus on when it comes to this is a lot of players will go down on their heels. It's not that great. You want to go onto your toes, up and back down. Really try to focus on being on your toes. Another great one is to go down, toe in the middle, and then really trying to get that toe to drive down, go down into a lunge, and back up. That's another fantastic exercise and workout that you could do. Now, I hope that you've really enjoyed today's video. I hope that you get to use one of these sometime soon if you haven't already. Of course, hit that like button, subscribe. All of the things that I've used in today's video are down in the description below. I'll see you guys again next time.